Hello guys, I'm sure all of you are doing very well. So today we are going to see the video number 241, and the title given to this is, I have taken the title directly from the book. This is the title given to a new chapter in the book, and the title reads like this: if you drop your fruits willingly, stones can be minimized. That is, see, in a tree, when there are many fruits, obviously the bypassers, the small children, anybody passing by the tree will be tempted to pluck the fruits. So we throw stones at it. But if the tree is going to readily give the fruits on its own down, then nobody need to stone at the tree. So there is some meaning in it. Let us understand it as we go through the chapter. Okay. And here, say this VIJJI'S MAHASAMADHI is a strange irony. What do you mean by irony? You wish something, but something just opposite to that happens. See, this VIJJI'S MAHASAMADHI is a tragedy as far as Sadhguru is concerned as a husband. Losing your life partner is not a small thing. So it is a tragedy. But Sadhguru is her Guru also. And for a Guru, it is a victory. Because for any Guru, seeing his disciple attaining Mahasamadhi is the highest order. More than that, there is nothing for any human being to attain. So, Sadhguru is already in a fix. Because this Mahasamadhi is good. He is very proud of his disciple getting it. But he is very sad as far as he is concerned as a husband. And he feels that this Mahasamadhi is an untimely thing. That is a fact. Because 95% of the work for the consecration of Dhyanalinga is over. Only 5% is left. And that is why during that full moon day or the next month full moon day, he wanted to complete the consecration. By the time she has left, Sadhguru has been depending on these two ladies only for sharing the energy, for giving the energy to Dhyanalinga, apart from him. But out of the two people, one has gone. What to do? So from 95% they have come back to square one. He has to start from scratch. So to replace Vijay, he selected so many people among the meditators of Isha Yoga Center. They were all good. They were all having high energy because they have been meditating for a long time. But they didn't have the intelligence to understand the consecration of Dhyanalinga. See, it is not a simple thing that you take some mud and make a linga. It is not that. It involves a lot of technicalities, science behind it, spiritual themes behind it. So these people, they had the high energy in their bodies, but they could not understand anything of this making of Dhyanalinga. So finally, Sadhguru decided that he himself will take up the job of Vijay also. So he started doing extra work to increase the energy in his body. And what will happen if you go on increasing the energy in the body? The physical body won't be able to tolerate that much of energy, and so the physical body will have to drop. That's how many great men have vacated their body at a very young age, like Swami Vivekananda, Adi Shankara, like that. Because the energy is going up, but the physical body is unable to bear the energy. Okay. So, like that, Sadhguru is also forced to increase his energy, and because of that he is getting lot of ailments in his body, discomforts in his body. And in 11 months of extra work he did, he aged nearly 20 to 35 years. Actually, when this was happening, he was 39, but his physical appearance looked as if he is in his late 50s. And he suffered a lot because of that. And doctors from USA, they did the blood test and they said, you can't be living. If you, as per the medical result, you cannot live. You have cancer, you have so many ailments, like that. Then after 15 days, when he subjects himself to the test, once again, the result will be you are normal. And here, we need not blame the doctors. These are all the changes that are taking place in the physical body of Sadhguru. What to do? He had to undergo all those things. Aging, disturbances in the energy system in his body, ailments. He was put to a lot of trouble. And Bharati is watching all these things, but she is helpless. She can't do anything. And Bharati develops a sort of doubt. Will Sadhguru survive to do the consecration of Dhyanalinga? She became so doubtful because seeing Sadhguru suffering, she got all sorts of doubts. But her inner voice told her that no, you will have Sadhguru and Dhyanalinga. Both of them you will get. Don't worry. Like that, she got some inner voice talking to her. Not only to Bharati, even all the inmates of the yoga center, they started worrying a lot because in front of their eyes, the Guru's health is deteriorating day by day. So all are tensed. Will the consecration of Dhyanalinga happen or not? Or will the Guru die before that? That was because he already told that he is going to live only up to 42 years. And day by day his health is deteriorating. So all were so tensed. And like adding fuel to the fire, there was so much of protest coming from outside, from the external world. A man around 30 years of age, he joined the ashram against the will of his parents. His family people never approved of that. But he came and joined the ashram. After some time, his uncle came to the ashram. Forcefully, he took him out of the ashram and took him to his house. And he was kept in a house arrest, under house arrest for a long time, because his family people wanted him to lead a normal life. They never liked him going to the ashram. But somehow he fought and came back to ashram. And the uncle felt it as a defeat. And so he wanted to create some more problems. Even for a normal person, when you or I, when we want to do something good to the society, there will be always some social miscreants giving us troubles. Always it happens. Because we have all sorts of people in the world. Not all are having the same good, positive mentality, isn't it? So like that, this fellow, he approached the parents of VIJJI and he filed a case in the court against Sadhguru that he had only killed his wife. And this case was registered under Anti-Dowry Act because this act is so powerful that you cannot come out so easily. And when these things happened, Actually, Sadhguru was in USA. And added to that, you see, in Isha Yoga Center, they were conducting yoga classes, and in a batch of 50, there will be at least 1 or 2 who have joined to create problems. So during the question and answer session, even if one person gets up and says, say outside the public is having lot of doubts about the activities of your ashram, so many ladies and gents are there, what is happening inside, like that, some cheap questions. But the teacher has to be very calm and composed to answer. He cannot become violent. He knows it is wrong, but he cannot give a back answer like that. It will provoke that person more. Not only that, out of 50 people, if one person is asking such a question also, the other 49 people, members also, will get some doubt. Have we come to the right place? Is the ashram like this? What is going on inside? Like that. So, from all sides, confrontations were there. But here, when as soon as he heard the case, actually the case was filed after 8 months of VIJJI'S MAHASAMADHI. If her parents were to file a case, they would have filed it immediately. So this was the person behind all those things. Anyway, like that, there were so many problems from the society also. But Sadhguru immediately came from USA and he settled everything. And after that, Sadhguru, along with Bharati and 200 volunteers from Isha Center, they went to Kadapa. And they wanted to visit Someshwar temple. And I have already told about this temple in 3 or 4 videos. Okay. So this is the temple where Sadhguru in his previous lifetime, that is Sadhguru as Sadhguru Sri Brahma, along with his disciple Vibhuti, when they were driven out of Coimbatore, they ran and they reached the place called Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh, and they took refuge in this Someshwar temple only. They stayed there for 2 to 3 months, where they plotted everything about the next life. That time also, the priests in the temple never liked these 2 people staying in the temple for a long time. They were fighting with them. They were trying to chase them out. To that temple only they are going again in this lifetime. And Sadhguru, while going, he made a snake out of gold to be given as a gift to Lord Shiva. So they went to the temple and they wanted to do some puja, but they were flatly refused. The priest of the temple said, you cannot enter the Garbhagriha because you are not a Brahmin. And it is true. It is true in the sense, whether personally I accept it or not, that is the rule which is being followed in all the temples even today. Just because I love Lord Shiva so much, I cannot straight away get into the Garbhagriha and do puja, isn't it? So there was a lot of fight between the Isha meditators and the priests of the temple. And Bharati was a witness. She was witnessing all these things for quite some time. Because in the same temple, in the previous lifetime, Bharati, as the disciple in the name of Vibhuti, he faced a lot of difficulties. So this time when she saw, she couldn't keep quiet for a long time. She bursted out. And she said, she fought with the priest. And the priest took to their heels. For 3 days they did not come inside at all. And it was a blessing in disguise. All these 200 people, along with Sadhguru and Bharati, they went inside the temple. They did meditation for 3 days and came back. Maybe this is also, see, this is the third time Sadhguru is going to the same temple. Once he went with Vijay, another time he went with Bharati and his family, and now he is going with 200 Isha meditators. He is doing all these things like a pilgrimage to shed all the karmic debts. Okay, and Sadhguru is telling another story here. That is, it's a real thing which happened some 1000 years back in a place called Bhojpur in Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. See, there was a yogi. He wanted to donate a Dhyanalinga to the public, and he tried to make a Dhyanalinga, and so he took the help of 7 men and women, that is yogis and yoginis, and they were doing some serious sadhanas to consecrate the Dhyanalinga. But out of 7 ladies, 1 lady died, purely because of the rise in the energy level. And the main yogi got upset. Then main yogi decided to take the role of that yogini who died. Then yogi, and as the main yogi was doing more and more sadhana, he got his left foot cut. How and why we don't know, but his left foot was cut. And so his Ida Nadi became functionless. You know the science behind it? The Ida Nadi is the Nadi which is running on the left hand side of our body, on the left hand side of Sushumna Nadi. And Ida Nadi, it starts from the tip of the big toe of the left foot. It starts from there, it comes up through the thigh, it enters into Mooladhara, and it winds around the Sushumna, and it reaches the Ajna, and from the Ajna it comes down and ends in the left nostril. So when his left foot got cut, his Ida Nadi became functionless, so he couldn't participate anymore in the consecration. Anyway, he decided to give all his energy and die at that time. Then if he is going to die, there should be somebody to lock the energy. See, the Dhyanalinga is a structure to which we are giving energy from our body. After giving all the energy must be locked. Otherwise there will be leakage. See, once you open the tap, you have to lock it. You have to close it. Otherwise there will be water leakage. All the water will be drained. So yogi thought of that, and he selected another yogi to lock the Dhyanalinga at the end. But that person forgot to do it. Why he forgot? Because he was so much upset to see his guru, the main yogi, dying in front of his eyes. He couldn't tolerate that, and in that process he forgot to lock the energy of the Dhyanalinga, and so the energy started oozing out. And this time Sadhguru and Bharati made another visit to the place. And when they were approaching, when they were 8 kilometers away from the Dhyanalinga, Sadhguru got some excruciating pain in his spinal cord. That is the indication of the energy which is still oozing out of the Dhyanalinga. And Bharati went into some kind of trance, into Samadhi state. As she was not coming back, even after 45 minutes, Sadhguru got scared. Already Vijay has left her body, and if Bharati is also going to leave, then what will he do? How will he consecrate the Dhyanalinga? So with great difficulty, after working at her Ajna Chakra for a long time, Sadhguru brought her back to normal life. This also happened because of the oozing of the energy even today from the Dhyanalinga. Sadhguru could have very well repaired it, but now the Dhyanalinga is under the archaeological society, under the custody of the archaeological society, and so it is not possible for anyone to go and do any repair work. Okay, so this is how the story goes. From time immemorial, yogis were keen on giving something to the society in the form of Dhyanalinga. But every time somebody tried, he met with some problem. And now for Sadhguru, it is a very crucial time. This is his last birth, and he has taken this birth only to make the Dhyanalinga, not for anything else. So if he is not able to meet his vision and mission, then his purpose of this life will be a waste, and he cannot afford to make it a waste. So the more you become keen on that, the more problems arise. And the same thing happens to us also. Like if you or me want to do something to the society, there will be some miscreants giving us some problem, isn't it? For any good deed, there will be opposition, more opposition than acceptance, isn't it? So this is how it is. I am stopping here. The rest we will see in the next video. Stay tuned. May God bless you all. Thank you.